So we go to decolonization process for Black world. Decolonization process for Black world. Because we have marshaled out all the things, because that's what we do on this show. We give you all the problems, and then we give you the solution. To fix what colonization and neo-colonization broke in the entire world, especially Africa and Nigeria, we must start with telling truth and then help others to discover that truth. That's where we're going to start from. Embrace Nina's movement. Go to Nina's, you see that Nina's means Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. Is a movement, and it's a movement of intellect. It's a movement that you use your brain. You will come with your brain. If you're drinking alcohol too much, stop drinking alcohol too much, because your brain will be suppressed. So it's a movement you come with your brain, so that when they're saying anything, you are able to interrogate it and ask questions and understand better, so that when you see things, they will make sense to you. So we must understand what broke, how it broke, when it broke, who broke it, and why. That is, what is the function of colonialism and neo-colonialism in Africa and Nigeria? Because whoever that did it had a reason why he did it. So if you don't understand, if you're not coming from that point of view, you will ask me, white man, but he gave us phone. White man, he gave you car. You think that's what we're discussing here? You think this is what this conversation is all about? No, it's not. So you will be ready to interrogate issues from deep points, not shallow. Then you will find out where your ancestors were. We are talking about decolonization process, because this decolonization process, it has to start with individuals. Your brain first has to be decolonized before we talk about decolonizing the people and the community and the nations and entire Africa. Because it's when you have decolonized an individual, the Africans, then you can decolonize the entity. So it's important. Ask questions. Whether you are European, African, Arab, when all these atrocities that we have been mentioning on this show all the time, when it was happening, where were your own ancestors? Where were they? What role did they play? Were they benefiting from this evil? Were they supporting this evil in any way or the other? Are you and your family still in possession of these stolen goods and wealth? Ask questions. We are talking about decolonization. You begin to take the plight, because it's when you ask these questions, when it begin to make sense to you. When you have humbled yourself. Last week, my sister read the scripture for a way, said, if the people called by me will humble themselves and seek me, I will show myself. It's when you have humbled yourself to begin to think and ask, my ancestors, what role did they play in this evil that we're seeing? Then you begin to take the plight of the marginalized and oppressed individuals very seriously. It will begin to make sense to you. If you look at Nigerians that are suffering, that are being marginalized, that are being oppressed, you will have pity in your heart. You will humble down and say, what do I do? Then you begin to join movements for decolonization of Nigeria and Africa. You begin to play a role that will help everyone to have their rights as human beings and live freely as human beings. You will not be part of people that take away people's rights. If I say I'm an Igbo person, you start getting agitated. Oh my God, oh, you are tribalistic, you are bigotry, you are this one. I said I introduced myself. Did I stop you from introducing yourself? If you're Kalabari, if you are Ijo, if you are Yoruba, introduce yourself also. I will respect you as such. I just announced my identity. Why are you getting agitated? Colonized mind, because your mind is colonized. The white man told you that you should not allow her to be Igbo. Don't say you are Nigerian. Don't say you are Yoruba. Don't say you are Igbo. Don't say you are Ijo. Say you are Nigerian. Something that you don't know meaning of.
Those criminals.
And people that went to school are carrying it about. You see them on social media creating social content. I'm not tribalistic. I'm not bigotry. I'm not because you have been untethered in a faith. You are sinking. You're swimming. You're floating on the river. You never sink. You they shake. You they shake. You never sink. You belong to nowhere. You're rootless. You lack identity. And that means you have identity crisis. You're dysfunctional. Do not use your dysfunctionality to impose your dysfunctionality on us. Our identity matters to us.
Yes, sir.
How we came from matter to us. Because our legacy is tied to it. If it doesn't mean anything to you, that's okay. That is your choice. But do not impose it on me.
Yep.
Don't make me look as if, oh, she's a Mbeke. Yeah, you have to say, I'm an American. But I'm not. I'm an Igbo woman. God made me Igbo. I'm indigenous person of Igbo. I'm proudly Igbotic. That's who God made me to be. If I deny what God made me or who God made me to be, I will start having crisis because I won't even know myself. And then I'll have low esteem. And then I will not be able to love myself. If I don't love myself, how do I love my neighbor as myself? Have you seen where the problem is coming from? Do not play role in trying to deny people their rights. Play active role in putting your privilege and financial benefit down to make the world a better place. Be it your intellect, be it your money or anything you have, bring it for this project because we are trying to make the world a better place. The white man, the colonialists, destroy the world. But we have come as children of God to fix the world, and we are able to fix the world.
Absolutely.
We know our potentials. We know what we're able to do. We can do it. We can achieve it. We must stop the colonizers from being active among us. We are talking about decolonization process. We must stop the colonizers from being active amongst us, directly or indirectly. Directly through colonial political structures and financial institutions. We need to take down the 1999 Unitary Constitution and those operating it. Is the previous there is the previous slide. We are talking about directly stopping the colonial masters. 1999 Constitution, Unitary Constitution, was imposed by the colonial masters. They brought it. So the decolonization process, we must take it down completely, not amending it completely. We need to stop colonial political and traditional puppets, those that are selling our people in our land, in your land. That's why it's important for you to know where you come from. Because if you don't know where you come from, you go and start fighting in Lagos. Meanwhile, you're an Igbo man. If you know where you come from, you go back to Igbo land. Know that that is where you're starting your own decolonization process. Yoruba people will do their own decolonization process in Yoruba land. Then we work hand in hand as like partners, respecting with mutual respect and trust. Because what the colonial masters did was to put mistrust in our midst. We don't trust ourselves. Any little thing we get agitated, thinking that your brother is taking something that belongs to you. Meanwhile,
you trust the terrorist.
Yes, but you trust the terrorist. The one that you want to trust is the one that is actually doing the bad job. But your brother that is also a victim, you get agitated. It's part of the colonization mind. Your mind has been colonized. So we're talking about decolonization. How to take away colonization from your brain. Remove it from your brain. When you do that, you now know what we're saying to make more sense to you. You need to reject Bill Gates' disease-causing and biological weapons of mass destruction in your own indigenous land, because they're bringing it to your land. They're not going to plant it in Abuja. It's your land, the indigenous land. So you go back to your land. That's where you start. That's where you start the decolonization process. That's where you stop it from your land. But if you don't know where you came from, how will you not do it? If you think you are a job, you start going, you need to know where you come from. And if you don't know where you come, there's some few percentage that probably do not know where they come from. That's okay. Don't worry. Those that know, we have those that know more in number. Let them do the job and then fix the world for us. You will also benefit from it. So don't go and start stopping it because, oh, I don't know where I came from. That shouldn't be a hindrance. Your percentage is small. Let those that know where they came from help us to fight this war. So amongst your people is where the Bill Gates is bringing his GMO food and all the nonsense. You need to reject it in your land, because once that's
everything, you're not even just the food, anything you bring it, don't use.
Exactly.
Don't use it if you're going to ingest it.
Yes, this is for people that created COVID. So start working from your land. Start planting your own type of food and everything. Reject the one that they're bringing. They are using Fulani terrorists and bandits to kill and displace indigenous farmers. So they can cause artificial scarcity and starvation. So they can bring in their cancer-causing GMO food. Do you people understand what we're saying? We told you that these colonialists, part of the strategy they use is they cause a problem and then bring themselves as a solution. They will come first. They have used the Fulani, they arm the Fulanis. The Fulanis were holding sticks. Who armed them? Do you know how much one AK-47 cost? So they armed them, use them to destroy the local farmers, and then you see Bill Gates with his head like Udene coming into the next meeting so that he will now bring food for you. It's the same way. They cause war and crisis and supply guns and weapons. They cause disease and now cause the treatment that is still fake, that we still is about population, depopulation of people, destroying of Africa and the people. We must stop the colonizers from being active amongst us, directly and indirectly. So indirectly, through your religion, through your media, misinformation and propaganda, through your media, Ruben Abati, Erufai, all of them, all these are colonial puppets because they will not tell you the truth. Half truth is not truth. If you're saying truth, say it very well. Research it and say it well. Stop doing brown envelope journalism. They also use your miseducation tools, like your education system. You see somebody, you graduate, but you don't know what you read. You just give you certificates, but they've not trained you to solve any human problem. We need to help to eradicate ignorance, fear, and the use of state to terrorize the people. At whatever level, people, we can do this by ourselves. If you're a military man, black man in military, black man in police, please stop destroying our people. Even if you are on Igbo, stop it. Decolonization process. Stop doing the work of the white man in your land against your people. If you don't have anything to eat, go and start farming. If that's the only job that you need to do, they send you to go and kill our people. Say no. And if you cannot say no because you must eat, then go and farm. Resign. That is not a job. You're drinking blood. And your generation, your children and your generation will pay for that blood that you're wasting. You're wasting human life for no just reason. You see innocent people, go and kill them. Call them criminals. You think you will not pay?
Oh, dear.
You will pay. So if your job is making you to kill our people, please resign. Go and start selling corn. It's noble. Education and university system that is suppressing the thoughts of our people. Our youths are not able to think critically and engage in proper conversation, meaningful conversation with you, where their brain will function. No, you see them on social media. Give me. They reason like Otule. Yet they went to university. What did they?
Unbelievable.
We are talking about decolonization process. You need to decolonize the religion you practice in Africa and Nigeria. Decolonize scripture. When you read the Bible, stop reading it with the eye of white man. Read it with the correct eye. Decolonization of your scriptures. Pastors, you need to help us. If you don't help us, your job will finish, because we're already with our people and we are training them. They will begin to ask you questions. And one day they will sack you from the pulpits. You better begin to change now. It's time to end the white Arab supremacist. True fake religion that portrays Africans and African spirituality as inferior. You need to end it. We're talking about decolonization. We must decolonize our minds. our sister has Ndidi Uweche. Check her on Facebook. That's why we put this here. This thing you see, Black World pushing, she designed it, so we give credit to her. And then she has a Telegram group saying Decolonize Black World, Mind and Religion. Please look for that Telegram group and join, because she's bringing out a lot of articles through the week to teach our people. Say Black World can never be free to be what the Creator made us to be, while the colonizer, a thief, is still active among us. Join the Colonized Black World, Mind and Religion, a group on Telegram. You must first download Telegram app, and then say share widely. So please, you need information, because we come once a week, and then other people are on the social media doing other things, getting our people, their minds decolonized, and then get the type of mind. So we must decolonize our minds. For us to decolonize our minds, it will involve educating the indigenous peoples of Africa to realize their potentials, provoking their inner strength and ability to beat the enemy, reinforcing the people's qualification and entitlement to their possessions. The lands belong to you. You are the original land of the ancestral lands. You are qualified to take hold of it. Decolonizing your mind will involve to bring the best out of our people, rather than always calling them evil, so that they can realize who they are and then be able to live up to their true identity. All the people on social media creating content, we are telling you what you need to begin to do to our people, because we tell you that this work is a teamwork. We are working together. We bring out the things. We know you are watching. Please go through these slides so that you understand the type of content we want you to be creating for our African people and Nigerians, so they begin to understand what is going on, making us realize what we carry, so we can live out our true identity. Because when you educate the people, they will know what to do. We need to provoke our strength and amplify our inner strength and capabilities. We are intelligent enough.
We are.
To turn them around. We are intelligent enough to turn the system around. We are intelligent enough to build a system that will work for us and everyone. Yes, we are. But we must learn to understand, accept, and deal with our reality. Because if you don't understand your reality, you might not understand how to solve your problem. It's important to understand your reality, accept it, and then know how to deal with it. It means that we must understand that it is not in the character of God to kill your enemy. What did we say? It's not in the character of God to kill your enemy and defeat your enemy for you, when he has given you the intelligence, the potentials to get a strategy that will be able to contain the enemy and defeat the enemy. He will not come down from heaven to do it.
Please, can you read that again? Because your pastor tells him to go ba 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 and wait for
We want to repeat it. We said that the God of the universe that created you, created your ancestors, gave your ancestors rich land, resources, that he loves you. And he has created you with intelligent brain, that intelligent mind, that you can use to contain your enemy and defeat your enemy. He is not coming to do it for you, because it's not in his character to do that. It is not in the character of God of the universe to kill your enemy and defeat your enemy for you.
They should have known that by now. Tinubu is still there colonizing them.
Exactly.
Oil.
Obasanjo is there. Buhari is there. IBB is there. Since I was small, I started hearing Nigerians cursing IBB. He's not that, many people have died since then.
What about the one that did the Biafra war thing? Is that can I say you?
Yeah, go on. They are all there.
So they are not dying, my dear. They will outlive themselves.
Buhari, when he was like Oporoko, he entered Aso Rock. He became fresher and younger. Yet your Ojono Ebuoji is telling you to examine his ear, examine his nose, that his spirit from somewhere. See how we tell you that? That's why we told you that man.
He doesn't know what money can do and undo.
He knows he was sent by the enemy to distract our people and be telling our people cock and bull story. Imagine if our people did not waste 10 years chasing rats in the bush, that they focused on Nina's project. And imagine where we would have been by now. But that evil man was sent to distract them. And he will pay for it. Yes, Umada said he will pay. For every blood, every life that is lost without any war, the people doing it will pay for it. That is Ordinana. That is Igbo land. English doesn't solve it. That's how it is in our land. And it will remain like that. The enemy, God is not fighting for the enemy. You're going to stop the enemy. You see, Tinubu, he entered there almost leaking whatever he was leaking. Is he not looking younger now? Is he not looking fresher? There is blood they give them inside there. They will drink it. When they finish drinking it, they will refresh themselves and be okay. It's your blood that are drinking. So wishing them death is not what we're saying. You need to bring your brain home. Bring your brain to the table. Bring your brain so that you work on things that work. We're not telling you to do things that will not work. We're talking about decolonizing your mind, decolonizing your religion. Stop giving money to your church leaders, your imams, traditionalists, especially if you're poor. These politicians are already sharing the stolen wealth with them because they give to them so that they can recruit you during election. So they are working with them, their partners. Whether imam or the traditional rule, whatever, the church, all of them. That's what I'm talking about, decolonizing your religion, how you believe in your God, how you worship. You need to decolonize it. Because they are working with them, and that is why they cannot speak truth to them. That's why they cannot support the struggle to liberate the people. They will not do it because they are all compromised. They have eaten from the evil pots, and they cannot do anything for you. You need to begin to push for societal reform from your angle, from your neighborhood, wherever you are. When you see your brother, your sister, your uncle doing something wrong, don't turn the face and say, it doesn't concern me. It concerns you. Because that thing that person is doing is going to affect all of us. Start from your own neighborhood and begin the societal reform. These things we are teaching, begin to practice it in your home and begin to come up. We must reform the way we do religion. We must reform the way we do politics. We must reform the way we do education. We must reform the way we do business. We'll give you an example, the unitary constitution. To have unitary constitution in a diverse and multicultural society is wicked and it's obsolete. It's not gone anywhere.
Pressure cooker for injustice.
It's pressure cooker for injustice. You need to understand it and you need to push it to your politicians, to everybody that is swearing to uphold that evil document. Yes, 1999 Constitution is the witches and wizards you have been looking for how to destroy. You need to decolonize your religion. No witches and wizard is coming from your ancestors from anywhere.
No.
The witches and wizard you're looking for to kill, ba 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 ba, is the 1999 Constitution. Stop ba ba ba-ing around. You need to embrace the true Messiah, not the white man. We have told our people in Igbo land to remove all the idols of white European Jesus and his mother. This is abomination in our land. Remove it from your home, remove it from your communities. That's the beginning of your trouble. If you carve an image of your colonizer in front of you, and every day you bow to it and bow your children to it, it's very significant. You will never be free in your mind. So you will not be free physically. That's why it's so important. As so mother, we are pleading with you. Remove the idols of the white colonial Jesus away from your homes. It's very important what we are saying. How can you claim you love an unseen God when you are so cruel and wicked to the human beings living around you? It's not possible. That's why we say begin the reformation right from your community. Begin to show love to your neighbors, because the colonial master does not want that. The colonial master wants you to hate your neighbors. He wants you to live in your room put yourself in a cage and you don't know what is happening to your neighbor. The widow that is by your side that they've not eaten with the children, you don't know. Then you now carry the whole money and go and give to your pastor. Have you seen what we said that they're partners? That's not how we used to live. And we were going back to how we used to live. When we say we are going back to our traditions and our culture, it's not to go and carve wood inside forest and be bowing to it, because that is stupid. Or to be killing animal and drinking the blood. That is even senseless. It's by doing the things that worked for us before. Before, we took care of the fatherless in our land. We took care of the widows. We took care of the orphans, the strangers. We were kind people. Let's go back to that. That is the culture we're talking about. People are being massacred in this country, and Christians are contributing money for their papas and mamas in the Lord to buy designer wares and buy private jets. Is that not wickedness? How do you claim that you love God that you're not seeing when you are so wicked to your fellow human beings? Pastors and priests, we are appealing to you. You already have platforms. You have built platforms that people are following you. Can you change your message? Can you change your message to your people? Because if our people are so brainwashed, it means that you brainwashed them. Because people are what they listen to. If our people lack ability to think critically, it's because you made them so. We, the people, have risen. We will teach our people the right thing. If you are not ready to teach our people the right thing, get ready to phase out. You become irrelevant.
You say
what's going to happen. So for your own good, did you go back and go and research that Bible and begin to get information that is accurate, that our people need to liberate them from this slavery and colonization? We thank people like Dr. Abel Damino and others that are already getting into the new season, because we are entering a new season already. Reintroducing Yeshua HaMashiach, the brown black Jesus, to liberated Africans and to the world. That is part of the colonization of scriptures. We tell you to go and read Revelation 4:3, Revelation 1:13 to 15. You see what we're saying is there. You need to decolonize your religion. Yes, the traditional worshippers, those ones that are killing poor animals that they should use for meat and promising our people spiritual realm, access into spiritual realm. Please, killing and sacrificing animals to get prosperity is not smart. Who does that? You don't need all that now. Please, people, some will carry the goat and throw inside River Niger. The goat that is supposed to eat, you throw inside River Niger to who? Who are you giving it to? Who is there? Can you stop being like, can you upgrade? This is 2024, my people. They are just scamming you. Just like the white and Arab partners. It's all about scamming. That's why I told you that the institutionalized religion and all this religion days that are doing mass this thing is all scam. Use that money to help the poor people around you. Love and serve humanity. It opens doors. We call it Saraka. As you're helping your neighbors, as you're helping the universe, the human beings around you, the universe will open to you. Things will become easier for you. Things will become, you'll be activating certain powers to move you forward. But it's not given to your criminal pastors. The money that you're supposed to use to take care of your parents, your old parents, you carry and go and give to your pastor. The car you're supposed to buy and get a driver for your old parents, you go and give to your criminal pastor. That's no way. Please stop that. Thank you.
Thank you, my sisters.